Alright guys, here with another episode, Kicks on the Fly, man. Today we got a special guest, Krich in the building, or it's K Goyard, K, whatever you know him by, man. And this is take 3.
Yeah, for real.
We had a little complications getting the videos out, but this one is definitely going on for the books, man.
It's the one.
Tell us a little about yourself, man.
Yeah, man. I'm just a songwriter, bro. Songwriter and engineer, audio engineer, and a producer. Yeah, man. I'm a hard worker. I just like to make music, bro.
Do it all, innit?
Yes, sir.
So, Brett, new single.
Yes,
Something
sir.
Different. Just came out not too long ago, man. So tell us a little bit about that project.
Something Different it's just a super beautiful song. I really just wanted to make something from my heart, something new, something fresh, something definitely fresh for the ears. Something that sounds different than what's out right now. And
it definitely is.
Also, I want to make something for the women, So all my women out there, just want to show appreciation. Let you know that I understand where you're coming from a guy's point of view. You feel me?
Yeah, basically putting a little perspective in there for the men that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that don't be having the same type of, intentions. But, giving them a little bit of insight, or maybe they should reevaluate themselves. It's basically what I created it for. But this is a beautiful song, I produced it myself, wrote it myself. But I love it, man. This is doing really well. A lot of people are playing it, sending me videos, and I appreciate all of that, man. It's dope.
And you said that you had that actual song for like a year.
Yeah,
so,
man.
right?
I had that song for like a year. It took me 20 minutes to record it, but it took me like 6 months to mix it. So really mixing and mastering, I wanted it to be perfect, and it still didn't come out the way that I wanted it to come out. But it came out. It was a feeling that I trusted.
Right.
It's like something clicks in my head. I'm like, okay, that's the one. So I just went with that, and obviously I was right. So.
Oh, that's dope. But so you said it did take quite a while for mixer and mastering. So
yes, man.
Tell us a little bit about that, because you not only just do music, you also produce and mixer and master, engineer, and all that. So
yeah, man. So what really made me use this version of it was I've been mixing it constantly, going from in the studio to my car, listening. No, that's not it. Scrapping it. It's basically writing something down on a piece of paper, and it's no, that's not it. Throwing it away. You know what I'm saying? Just kept revisiting it, and basically I was at Papa John's one Wednesday afternoon, and it was 8 p.m. and I'm playing it in the car, and I just start seeing people around me dancing, and dancing to my song, So I'm flipping out whoa, maybe this is something that really needs to be out now. It's really special, and I mean, I'm seeing women, I'm seeing elderly people going into Publix dancing, people going into Papa John's dancing. I just was man, I think this is the one. So I chose that one,
Yeah.
And I feel very confident in the choice that I made. But yeah, man, it was a long road to get it there, but it's there,
What or who inspired you to drop that song, or just to make music in general? You know what I mean? Have you been making music since you were a jit, or
yeah,
was it just something that came out later in the years?
I was a drum set player my whole entire life. So literally when I came out with my mom, I was literally into music right away, and I really was just playing drum set. I really started in the choir first. I started singing.
Oh, really?
So that's something that a lot of people don't know, but I started singing first, and then I just was addicted to drums. I just wanted to play drums, and then I finally got my chance. I was 7 years old when I first became able to play on the big stage.
Right.
So I'm a 7-year-old kid, just I was pretty gifted with it. So it took me a long way. I've been a lot of places. I've done a lot of stuff. But the recording didn't really start until I met my group, KCMJ. And those guys, man, those guys went. They were high one day, bought a mic, and somebody gave me a computer in FL Studio, and we just started cooking up ever since. And I mean, we used to record on this little iPhone 4, and it was connected to our iHome, and we would just basically have Matt, or like AKA Ming, he'll play songs off his phone, like beats off his phone. We'd try to like, basically the big thing was don't fall off. So like we would just try to make a whole song without falling off, and like, or if you did fall off, somebody would come back and catch you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, we had like hundreds of songs on there. Like we was just recording voice memos. Like we would just do it every day, every time we had time, like after school or whatever. And then we finally started recording, but that's when I really started getting into it, around like my junior year, senior year in high school. But music is just, the person that really inspired me was Drake. I heard Drake in 5th grade.
Shout out Drizzy.
OVO, for real. But I heard Find Your Love for the first time.
Hey.
And I remember the first time I heard it, I was in 5th grade in Savannah, Georgia, because we moved from here and we went to Savannah. And I was in 5th grade, and in the morning time I would be on VH1 watching like all the dope artists. I would see Justin Bieber, and I would rock with Justin Bieber. Like people hated on bro was talented, bro. So like I listened to him when he first came out, all of that, and basically I'm in the living room and I hear the song. I'm more than just an option. Hey, hey, hey. Like, I was like, what the? Like, I was like, who is this? You know what I'm saying? And the video was dope. And I just fell in love with music. I was like, bro, I want to know how to do that. And like, that's when I really started writing my first rhymes. And in the school I was going to, a lot of people don't know this, because I never really shared this in any interview. But I actually went to like a school of the arts, and
really?
Yeah, in my elementary school days. So like 5th grade to 6th grade, it was a school of the arts called Southwest. Southwest Elementary School and Southwest Middle. Southwest Middle School was like literally stomp the yard for kids. Like it literally, like everybody was talented, bro.
Right.
Like everybody could sing, everybody could write, everybody can. Like we used to make songs and like get graded. Like I remember they had a song, a song that I was a part of that I didn't even write, but like they just wanted me to dance because I used to dance too, and it was talking about the ocean currents, like so different, like, you know, the ocean currents, like the trenches, and like so they mixed like Gucci Mane's half a brick, quarter brick, hey, so they did like ocean currents. I still remember it, like, and it was like something ocean currents like the fan, hey, evaporation, condensation, and precipitation, the ocean floor and the continental shelf. Like I still remember, like, because it's music, so like I literally like remember everything about music. So I still remember that to this day. I'm in 6th grade, like, you know what I'm saying, like watching this happen. And then we had this thing at the end of the year where it was like 6th grade had different teams, so it was like Silver Eagles, Golden Eagles, and like different like Eagle teams basically. And we were Silver Eagles, so we did like a whole routine. And I got the opportunity this was like when I first started realizing I was gonna really do something musically. But I did like my own solo of a song, and it was like Step.
Oh, okay.
So like it was just dope. Like I still remember, and it was crazy. I did a thing where like I stood on my head type thing, like Chris Brown.
Yeah.
So like we blew them out the water. Like our the people I was with was just mad talented. Like everybody could dance, everybody could, you know, do something, and that just
everybody brought something to the table. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. And I just transferred into, as I got older, the music just stuck with me. I was a big I was very inspired by Drake and Pharrell and the Neptunes. I loved their beats. Their beats were always different. The chords they chose. Chad is dope. I just love the type of music they made, and I just wanted to make something similar, but in my own way, something that will live forever type thing, you know? So that's what I'm really into, making things that's gonna last. Like when people come back to the music, they're gonna be like, man, I remember where I was, because that's what I still get. Like even certain, I'm a huge believer in like energy and like smells and like spirituality. So like I believe in God. Like some people may not, but I believe in like God, and I've had situations that led me to believe that. But never minding that, even, you know, putting that to the side, I do believe in the universe. And it's like I remember a certain deodorant smell, and it's like it'll parallel with a song that I heard at the same time.
Right.
So it'd be like, I remember literally being in my room, and the room is black. My TV was blue, and like the screen was blue, and the song called what's it called? I Get Lonely would play, and it was like by Drake, one of my favorite songs. And I remember like putting on deodorant in the morning, like, and the smell, and the smell. Sometimes I'll use the same deodorant like today, and I'll smell that smell and remember
that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like that type of thing with music is like super powerful, and it makes me want to make things that can help other people in their lives, you know, that they can be like, man, I remember, you know, eating this, or, you know what I'm saying, or being in that moment, you know, when this song played. And that's just the power of music. Like, music is super powerful. And I just feel like the fact that I have the opportunity and the talent to partake in that, I want to do it positively, you know. So, yeah, man, that's like really my inspirations was Drake, Neptunes, Pharrell, J. Cole too, man, Kendrick Lamar, all those guys, dope. But yeah.
So when did it digress from making music to like, you know, just making lyrics and writing them down to actually mixing, mastering, and engineering and producing? Like,
so I remember this like yesterday. I remember freshman year. We just moved in our house in Westcott. And I don't care because I don't live there no more, so y'all can't see me. Y'all know where I'm at. But I used to live there, and my mom, it was just me and my mom at the time. And my mom was big on church, so she would not let me listen to hip hop. And of course, me being a rebellious kid, I would sneak and listen to music because music is just my love. So I always wanted to know different styles, and I had this little app on my phone. I had a little iPhone 4, and it was this app called MTSR, and basically it was a multi-track recorder, and basically you can record like 4 tracks. So you could like you could put a beat in, and then you could like record, and you couldn't really mix or nothing, but like I could just mix to my ears liking type thing, and I would do verses. I would do like a verse, and then you have to do like a verse the whole way through. So like, I would record a verse the whole way through. I would record ad-libs, you know what I'm saying, whatever else I felt like it needed or whatever, and I was just listening to it, and like sometimes I'd be in school and like show it to people and stuff like that, and like, so that's when I really started like recording. I was already recording before I even got into like really recording on my phone, but I remember I used to just write raps, and I could never get hooks, bro. Like I never could write hooks. I could just do the verses, say some dope lines, and then I just kept studying Drake. Like, how does he make such good hooks? Like, and then
they're perfect.
Then it just kind of got into like, I went away from it. I played basketballs and marching band and stuff, and then you know, like I said, around junior year, senior year, I linked up with KCMJ, and we started cooking up, man, and like, it's just been hardcore ever since, man. Like doing shows together, it's just dope. But that's basically how it all happened.
And for you to put your music out, how do you go about that? Like, are you signed to a label or like?
Nah, right now I'm independent. I actually had a deal on the table, and shout out to the record company that did reach out to us. They wanted to sign me and KCMJ, but my boy Young Rec, he was just like, man, something's not right. And we got a lawyer and realized, man, they were really trying to, you know, get one over on us, you know what I'm saying? And once you're in one of those type of contracts, man, it's like really hard to get out, or you just gotta, you know, you gotta go through a lot of legal situations, man. So like, always be paying attention. All you music artists out there, independent artists, like pay attention to them, contracts. Make sure you know what they're saying, man. So like.
Yeah, that's really good that you got the lawyer to read that contract, and you know what I mean, make sure that y'all were getting your piece in, because it almost seems like y'all were gonna get nothing out of the deal.
Really, we weren't gonna, and that's really how most deals are. So free game, like stay independent, guys. Shout out to all the labels though, y'all do y'all thing, but stay independent.
So how do you put your music out there?
I use something called DistroKid. It's a distribution service. And it puts our music out on 250 different streaming platforms. You can see all the revenue you're making. You can see like analytics, you know, what you need to work on, how many people were listening to you this month, how many weren't, how much money did you make from Apple, how much money did you make from, you know, all of the different streaming platforms. So it's very like this, like really pinpoints everything, you know what I'm saying? So I love DistroKid. Literally pay $20 a year and just drop wherever you want, however much you want. So shout out DistroKid.
And do you get revenues off of that?
Yes, man. You get revenue. Love in the Matrix, I made $200 off of Love in the Matrix. Because I did like 30K on Apple Music, and then I forgot how much I did on Spotify and all of that. But like, I made some good money off of music so far. Of course, you know, we getting bigger, we getting better.
Right.
You know, so we
always learning,
pushing for that goal, man.
Right.
Definitely. But yeah, man.
So how you been with this like whole Corona situation? You know what I mean? Is it like
actually
you been locked in or like?
Actually, COVID really helped me because I don't necessarily like COVID. Like I don't like the whole situation. You know, I'm sure nobody else does either. But you know, it helped me like really settle down and like focus on what I was trying to do musically. Because if anybody that knows me, they know I'm a sweetheart, but they know I'm like all over the place. Like I'm here one minute, I'm here. Like I'm like this in my brain like all day. So it just calmed me down and was just like, okay, what do you really want to make and what are you trying to do, and like let's write down some steps to get there. Like not just shoot for the stars with no plan. You know what I'm saying? Like let's actually sit down and figure out what are you gonna do, how are you gonna do it. If you really want to make merch, what do you need to make merch? You know, and that's when I like literally stopped listening to everybody on the radio. I just locked in what I thought was dope and my favorite songs. And one of my favorite songs are "Get Lucky" by Pharrell and Daft Punk and Nile Rodgers. And I just never understood how they could make a song feel so good. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like it's so good to the point where I didn't even care what they said. It's just that good of a song, and I wanted to be I wanted to make something like that. You know, I wanted to be kind of like feel like I'm a part of that.
Right.
Just so that's why I made something different. You know, like it's the same type of feeling to me. Not the same song, but the feeling is the same for me or close. You know, I try to like listen to my favorite songs and I try to beat it in my own way, like a friendly competition type thing. But you know, I don't feel like I beat it yet. You know, but I'm getting there definitely. I'm pretty close. But "Get Lucky" is just one heck of a song, and I just felt like if I can make my songs feel like that, then that's what I want to do. And that's when I locked in and I started making different type of beats and, you know, expanding my musical catalog of what I listen to. And I even went back, like I went back to the 80s, bro. And like really locked in and was like, man, what makes this music sound so good to me, like, and feel so good to me? Because it's like, I don't care who you are. If somebody played Prince, bro, you're going to move, like, period. Somebody plays Michael Jackson, you're going to move, period.
It's that feeling that you get as soon as that first beat drop, you know what I mean?
And it's just like, I just wanted to harness that energy and bring it back here.
Right.
On some time travel stuff, you know what I'm saying? Back to the Future stuff.
2020. Because ain't nobody doing it.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like, when I heard this song, I was like, wow, like, really nobody is really doing this type of music anymore. And I'm glad that you brought it back.
Yes, sir.
How about, like, founding your sound? How did that come about?
Just locking in with that feeling that I got listening to my favorite artists. Like, Pharrell is one of my favorite artists because of the type of music. I mean, we're literally like the same person. Like, he was in high school marching band. I was in marching band. He had a grandmother that told him to play drums. I had a grandmother that told me to play drums. Like, it's like literally like spitting image of each other type thing. So, and I've always been called like a weirdo and like a nerd, or like whatever. But I was just like,
brand.
Yeah, and that's nerd is his brand. You know what I'm saying? So like weirdo is my brand. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you know, somebody that I look up to. You know, not necessarily. I don't believe in like having an idol. But I definitely look up to bro. Like, he's stupid talented. All of NERD, Chad. People sleep on Chad. Shout out to Chad. Chad is like a guy that plays a lot of chords. He can play like every instrument. He's stupid talented. Part of the Neptunes, and N.E.R.D. Like Pharrell's like best friend. So
okay.
it's just locking in with that sound. Like every time I listen to something that they make, even like I don't know. You ever heard the song called "Grinding" by the Clips?
No, I've actually never heard that.
So you never heard "Grinding, Grinding"? Oh my gosh, so bro. When you play this song, I'm telling you, bro. When you play this song, bro, every human being, every animal, every ant, insect will feel like it's like the second coming of God, bro. Like I'm telling you, like and like God knows my heart, so I don't mean no disrespect. Right. But it's like when this song starts, and it's really like it's a melody, but slight. It's not even really a melody in it. Yeah. It's just when the drums. Right. He comes on grinding, from ghetto to ghetto to backyard.
I mean, you already seen how I talk about it. So
yeah, so it's like, bro, even when you play it in your car to this day, the song was made almost 20 years ago. Damn. But even when you play the song to like in the car, it demands attention, bro. It's like if you're driving down the block, bro, and you play that song, everything stops. Bro.
Right,
everybody just. I'm telling you, it's like that, and it's like I was just like trying to figure out how did they know how to. It's like they almost figured out how to freeze time. Like when I hear that record, that's what I think about. I'm like, dang, everything is stopping, and it's just
the music.
Yeah, I'm riding and I'm playing this dope behind song, and everything does not matter. Like it's just this song is dope, and I just wanted to find out how to harness that. That's what it really wanted. Like it made me want to make doper music. Mm-hmm. Like not saying that what's out right now isn't dope, but I just wanted to make something more with more feeling.
Yeah, that people could feel off rip like as soon as they play the song.
Something that surprises people. Something like literally that's like, wow, I didn't expect that. Because I know when people look at how I dress and
just your image in general.
And how I carry myself. They not expecting the type of music that I'm putting out.
No, I'll tell you that. Nope.
Because I don't look like I can do R&B or pop or, even EDM. Like I don't look like that. Mm-hmm. I look like straight up hip hop emo rapper. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like you hear my songs, you're like, man, whoa, there's more to this guy. Mm-hmm. And that's how I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be very surprising. I didn't want to be like everyone else. Yeah. But yeah, man.
So tell us, if you could work with any 5 people, doesn't matter who, live or dead, if you could have a collab with any 5, who would it be?
First on my list, Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain
his voice is so crazy, man. Like definitely first on my list, Kurt Cobain. All of Nirvana. I'm gonna just say all of Nirvana first.
The whole band.
Yeah, the whole band is dope. Dang. Selena. Fire.
Like Selena?
Like the Selena you should know.
Yeah. Like, I know Selena.
Bro, fire, bro.
Watch the movie every year.
Bro, the talent level that she had, bro.
It was incredible, honestly. Especially for her time, man. It was deeply incredible. So sad.
Third, Aaliyah.
Hey.
Again.
Yeah.
Another super amazing talent, gone too soon.
It's way too soon.
I gotta pay homage to them, man. And it's like, bless the dead, bro. People alive, definitely Pharrell. Neptunes, N.E.R.D. That's definitely 4th. 5th, I'm trying to think. Because there's just so many artists, bro. Definitely Prince, though. Because Prince was just he was a phenom, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of people call him weird or whatever, but, bro, like, if you really look at the technicality of music, and I understand, I was in band, I understand how hard music really is and what goes into it. And, I mean, there's hours, like, thousands of hours of practice that it took for him to be that dope. So, definitely Prince is my 5th. There's a lot of people I want to work with, man. Like,
are those your top 5 artists?
Definitely not. My top 5 is Ice Cube, man. That's definitely number 1. It's really a tie between Ice Cube and LL Cool J.
That's different.
Definitely, man, because a lot of people don't know how in depth and like how many people LL Cool J like influence. Like LL Cool J is that guy. Like people don't know. Like a lot of people sleep on Ice Cube too. Like Ice Cube is like a lot of people don't know check yourself before you wreck yourself came from him. Like people don't know that quote came from him. Right. You know what I'm saying?
You really did your research, man.
Yeah, bro. Cause I'm big into the music. You know, like I feel like I'm like now I'm gonna do something a little bit different on the list. I feel like Tupac and Biggie should already just be there, like up there. It's just like nothing. So I'm not even gonna because everybody has to pay respect. You know, you don't have to, but as like for the love of the music, you should. You know, so. Before anybody else, I'm putting Tupac and Biggie up there, because they're just dope, you know. So,
but out of them, who you think is the better artist overall?
Overall, I gotta go with Pac, and the reason why is because Pac could really make songs. Like Pac didn't need a producer in there. Like, hey, you should try this. Like. Pac was Pac, man. Like he knew how to connect to the people. Like he knew how to, you know, he knew how to really harness that energy, and get people to be on board with whatever he said. But Biggie was just out of like lyrics and flow and just
his flow is crazy.
And ideas of, you know, how to come on a song. I mean, I gotta give it to Biggie because Biggie was just the better overall rapper, definitely. But overall, as an artist, it has to go to Pac for me. Now I gotta go. I mean, I got a long list, man. Like it's so many artists I be thinking about. Cause I'm at LL Cool J, and Ice Cube. Did I say anybody else after that?
No.
All right, so. It's just so hard, bro. There's so many dope artists, but rapper wise, you talking about my top 5, right?
Yeah, just all top 5 and
so like,
about like
top
dead
5
or alive
general,
doesn't matter.
Dead or alive. I gotta put I gotta put DMX in this.
Hey.
DMX, bro. DMX is like one of those artists that like saved my life too. Like listening to his album, I think it's like Hell is Hot, or Hell is Hot and it's Dark or something like that. I forgot the album name. I'm sorry, but I really did listen to it. My bad.
Good.
So I'm just really I really love that project. There's a song called Slippin', that really touched my heart from a young age. I was like 14 listening to Slippin' from DMX, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody else listened to Chief Keef at that time. Yeah. Like shout out to Chief Keef too, man. I used to listen to Chief Keef, but like Slippin' it was more connected to me. Like, you know, feeling like I could do nothing right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I still had to find a way to make it, like, you know, make my way up and graduate and, you know, figure it out. So Slippin' definitely. And I feel like DMX just has a anointing about him. His voice, everything that he makes is just dope. Then after that, I gotta put Jay-Z. Just for me, you know, I gotta put Jay-Z. I'm not trying to like say they're better than DMX is better or Jay, like, because I mean, you really can't do that. It's two different times. Like they were at the same time, but it wasn't really. No. Man, dope businessman and a dope, you know, artist, rapper, whatever you want to call him. He did everything, and he does everything. So, and even to this day, like he's the only person I know, like to this day, can drop a song and still go on the charts, like, at his age, and that's crazy. And then right after that, my fifth, I'm gonna say Common, because a lot of people don't talk about Common. There's a lot of people. Common, Lupe Fiasco, dope.
Whoa, I haven't heard that name in years, yo.
Lupe, matter of fact, Lupe was like one of my first favorite rappers. Like I remember, I didn't even know none of his songs but one song, but I just loved the song so much. The kick, push, just for skaters. Like it was a deeper metaphor in it, of course, because those guys, like acid rappers, they're really, really deep in what they talk about. But for me as a kid, you know, I used to try to skateboard because of that song, because of the videos. And then he came out with that song, The Show Goes On.
Yeah, that's the one I remember.
That song, bro, fire. Oh, and I gotta, like, I know this didn't make my top 5, but I have to talk about Kid Ink, bro. People sleep so hard on Kid Ink, bro. Kid Ink, you're fire, bro. The dude that made, Just Picture Me Hollywood.
Yeah.
Bro, it's fire, bro. I still listen to that song to this day. Like, Kid Ink is
okay, guys, so unfortunately, man, that's all the time we have today. But before Krich gets out the building, man, we're going to make him sign the wall, you know what I mean? So, thank you for being here and coming and showing love and getting this interview in, man. Any last words, man, for the people?
Go listen to something different on all streaming platforms, man. I am other, bro. I am other. Shout out to Star Trek, NERD. KCMJ, Young J the Boy. I didn't even say him in this interview, but I appreciate you, bro. He's a freaking GOAT. Make sure you go check out Young J the Boy on all streaming platforms.
We will get him in an interview too, so y'all boy can check him out, man. But for the meantime, sign this wall for me, man.
Yes, sir. I follow my energy before. Oh, that's how I'm gonna do it.
I'm just tryna ride with you. I ain't tryna lie to you. On the real, I don't have much time with you. So tell me, are you down? Let me show you how I'm living. Diamonds on me might just blind your vision. Nowadays you might see me on your television. When I pull up in that whip, she gon' get in.